Now, from the station you count on. In-depth investigative coverage of today's biggest stories. This is KARK 4 News at 10 in high definition.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Bob Clausen.
And I'm Jessica Dean. We begin tonight with developing news. Just after 9 o'clock, the Craighead County Sheriff's Office confirmed 3 inmates escaped from the Craighead County Jail. As we speak, detention officials are trying to identify who's missing after that discovery was made through a head count. That head count took place around 8:45 tonight, meaning these escapees have been on the run now for close to an hour and a half.
And of course, all agencies in the area in Jonesboro are working to find them. We're going to keep you updated on that throughout the evening and of course in the morning. We also want to take you now out live to the scene of a homicide in southwest Little Rock on Wilderness Drive. Police telling KARK they're on the lookout for a group of men that residents say shot a man to death in his doorway and then took off. There's no vehicle or suspect descriptions right now, but they ask anyone with any information to call police. This happened shortly after 8:30 this evening at the 9700 block of Wilderness Drive. A few stories we want to keep you updated on. In other news tonight, for many parents, they expect their children will be safe when they send them off to school, naturally. But one mother frustrated with school officials in White County who she believes have turned a blind eye to a threat made against her own daughter. KARK4's Marcy Manley spent her day in Searcy, and she joins us now with this story that's new at 10. Marcy?
Yeah, Jessica, across the country, news of school shootings shock and dismay those who wonder what could have been done to prevent it from happening. One mother has taken all the right steps to keep her child safe despite threats at school, but she says authorities haven't stepped in to take control of the situation. The 4-letter word Alyssa Bishop would put on the Scrabble board to describe going to school is fear.
He's brought a knife to school, and he's had a gun to school last year whenever he came over here.
A week ago, a classmate of hers threatened her in the hallway.
And he goes, "What are you going to do? Go home and tell your mom? I'll just shoot y'all both in." I was like terrified because he's brought a gun to my house before and put it up to my head before, so I was very scared.
Alyssa's mother, Tanya, took the information straight to the principal, who was already aware but had taken no actions.
And I've called the school every day. We've made reports. We've called the Searcy Police Department.
We asked for a comment from Searcy High School Principal Claude Smith, but he refused, saying he only talked about students with parents. This is what Tanya told KARK he had to say to her.
He told me he has 1,160 some odd students at the school, and he can't watch every one of them.
Tanya then took the matter to Searcy PD, filing a formal report. Officers took down the account and considered it misdemeanor terroristic threatening. But by Arkansas law, threatening someone's life or to cause them serious injury is a first-degree offense or felony.
It's awful, a child needs to go to school to get an education, not to have to worry about, oh my gosh, am I going to get shot today?
Arkansas has had experience with school shootings, and in the U.S., more than 35 have happened since 1999. According to the Secret Service, the majority of shooters either threatened someone about the shooting or told a friend before it happened. It's a parent's nightmare that Tanya feels like Searcy High School could face if this situation isn't dealt with.
Because I know this child. He called me after this incident happened and left me a voicemail, letting me know that he got in absolutely no trouble for it.
Alyssa and Tanya plan to try and enjoy the Thanksgiving break with family time around the table. They only hope heading back to school won't end up spelling disaster for them all. To see how other parents feel about the issue, we turned to Facebook fans, asking them how serious they think it is. Every one of our Facebook poll takers say it's a very serious issue that both the school and the police should deal with. If you'd like to cast your vote, head on over to our KARK4 News Facebook page. Jessica, back to you.
Now to other stories making headlines tonight, and we begin with the rush to get to Grandma's house. Today was the busiest travel day of the year, and despite rising gas prices, Arkansans still took to the road. Check out the scene today at Love's Travel Stop in North Little Rock. Lines stretched across the lot there, and some people were coming from as far away as New Jersey, others just traveling from far corners of the state, but all they're trying to get to their family. The average price, by the way, for regular unleaded in Arkansas, $3.18.
And although many have hit the brakes on travel for the day, tomorrow it is time to hit the kitchen. If you plan to fry the Thanksgiving turkey, beware. Take a look at this. Just one dunk in deep frying a turkey can turn into that. Firefighters say these scenes are caused by people overheating or overfilling the oil in their pots. And the statistics tonight are shocking. Nearly 5,000 fires spark every fourth Thursday in November nationwide. It caused an average of 10 deaths, 50 injuries, $30 million in property damage. So if you think you can do it, be safe. Professionals say temperature control is the key. And we want to know, how do you prefer to have your turkey prepared? 63% say baked, 26% say fried, 11% say they don't care for turkey. However, there is a percentage of you out there who like it smoked. Just want to throw that in there, thanks to our Facebook fan page. If you'd like to take part in our poll, just head to our webpage, arkansasmatters.com. And if you're just like many of us out there and you don't want to deal with it, just head to a restaurant. Many in Central Arkansas will be open, but beware, there's one thing that will be left out.
The only thing they'll miss is the leftovers, because that's the best part of Thanksgiving.
Ashley's in the Capitol Hotel is one of many places that will be open tomorrow. Last year, 125 people ate there. This year, they have nearly 200 reservations.
After the turkey, for many Arkansans, shopping on Black Friday will take priority, and this year sales are starting earlier than ever. It's so early, we may have to start calling it Black Thursday. The Best Buy in Little Rock opening its doors at midnight. So is Kohl's. Toys R Us will open tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Walmart sales begin at 10. The National Retail Federation says 1 in 4 people went shopping on Black Friday last year, but this year it will likely be 1 in 3. And after all of the shopping, the state's then going to turn red as the Hogs take on LSU Friday afternoon. And coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about the hype around that game and how LSU is already telling fans to plan for a championship game. We're going to explain that coming up straight ahead. Meantime, this morning, workers inside a Central Arkansas gas station got a big shock when a pickup truck came slamming through their front doors. It all happened at the Phillips 66 gas station on Geyer Springs Road. And take a look at the video. You can see the truck ended up partially parked inside that business. Good news here, nobody was hurt. Tonight, no word on if that driver will face any charges.
A man chases a woman down in a parking lot and then robs her at gunpoint. That tops a look at this week's Central Arkansas Crime Stoppers report. It happened here at 21300 Highway 365 North. The female victim telling police that a man stole her wallet at gunpoint and then ran behind the business. The suspect, described as being a white male, 6 feet tall, wearing a dark-colored baseball cap, possibly a camouflage-colored jacket, and blue jeans. He pointed a silver pistol to the police report says. Witnesses say they also saw the man chasing the victim around her car, as did other witnesses. If you know anything about this, naturally you're being urged to call the Crime Stoppers tips line. And when you call this number, keep in mind you can remain anonymous. And if you have information that leads to an arrest and a conviction, you will be in line for a reward of up to $1,000. The number to call, 340-TIPS. That's 340-8477.
Now from KARK4, your weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.
Well, good Thanksgiving Eve, everybody.